how hard you try, you can't stop me.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Rose is making his way to the ring with a determined giddy up in his step. Scott's approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner, Shotgun Scott.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Rhodes. No feeling out round here at all. These two are slugging it in round number one.
Reminds me of the fireworks display on the 4th of July, and the rocket just keeps coming.
Stabbing right hand by Rhodes. There it is! Scott's tagged by that powerful hook. Holy cow! Scott's feeling the effects now of that hook. Oh, and there you go. What a solid hook to the body by Rhodes. 10 clicks of the top. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you see proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Listen, you're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw them in.
Here we go. Round two is underway. a huge hook to the body. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Scott's hurt by that. He goes down. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Holy cow! What an intense hook landed by Rhodes.
Keep it going.
Halfway through this round here. That was not well targeted by Scott. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Rocks it away. Right hand by Rhodes. Rhodes is coming off a round where he scored big. He scored the knockdown. I suppose right now he's got to think to himself, Teddy, how did I do that, and how can I do that again?
He should think that to himself. That's what his corner's there for, to remind him. You know how you did it? Do it again.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Targeted counterpunch by Scott. Scott's committed to that counterpunching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Oh, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is getting a little worried about letting his hands go, because every time he does, he doesn't find anything, and he finds something coming back at him.
Scott's jammed by an uppercut. Rose is showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. Scott's looking like a fighter who has a lot taken out of him. Ever since the knockdown, he just seems like a guy who's running on fumes.
Now what matters, that's half of the equation. You're right, we see that. Now what matters is what his opponent sees. Does he see it? Does he want to see it? Does he take advantage? Or does he play kind of like a silent contract in his own mind? People do that. And he says, okay, now he's going to leave me alone, I'll leave him alone.
Solid right hands headline that exchange. Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Nice strike after catching one by Rose. Oh boy, look at this. Right from the get-go, they go after one another.
They remind me of my 15-year-old son going to the dinner table.
one. Good work by Rhodes. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. As we have 60 seconds to go in this round. That's a tried and true method that works out very well, the counterpunch landing by Scott. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Shotgun. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Scott's got to find a way to take what he just did in that last round and keep that kind of energy moving forward here, because I do believe he's ahead on the scorecards in a close fight. Oh, Scott's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Rose is showing some. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? The fight. Rose is going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached. His opponent out. He's the victor. Rose is your winner by knockout.
Everybody but his opponent is happy now. That was an entertaining fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.